As a software engineer, if you want to maximize your compensation, 4 years is the golden time to switch to a new job. This is because of something we like to call the 4-year cliff. So now let me explain what the 4-year cliff is. So when you first get your offer for a big tech company, your offer will be mostly comprised of a base salary, an annual bonus, and a set of restricted stocks units. And so for most people, the restricted stock units, or we like to call RSUs, comprise of most of their compensation, sometimes like way over like 50% of the compensation. And so this is very important, right? And usually the restricted stock units are granted over a certain period of time, usually 4 years. So, right, after 4 years, your restricted stock units expired, then you lose that portion of your compensation. Now, some companies will try to fix this by giving you another set of RSU grants to sort of fix that for you. And another way that what I've seen is the most common is that companies will give you an annual refresher, which means that they'll give you an additional grant of stock units every year. And so let's go over a simple example. And for simplicity's sake, let's assume the stock price is fixed, because then if we're dealing with fluctuating stock prices, then it could get very complicated, right? And so let's assume that you get an offer with 400K RSUs vesting over 4 years, and every year the company offers you an additional 100K of RSUs that also vest over 4 years. So in your first year, you will make 100K from your original offer, your original RSUs. And in your second year, you make 100K from your original grant. And then you make an additional 25K from your first year's refresher. Now, in your third year, you'll make 100K plus 50K from your first year and your second year's refresher. Now, in your fourth year, you'll make 100K plus 75K in your refreshers from your first 3 years combined. But then unfortunately, when we come through the fifth year, the 100K from your initial RSU offer is gone, right? Because your 4 years have been invested. So now you're only left with 100K from your first 4 years of refreshers. So this represents a sharp decline in your compensation, and which is why we call this the 4-year cliff. And that is precisely why 4 years is a good time to start thinking about switching to a new job, because then you will potentially get a higher, compensation right off the bat, and then you get to restart that stacking cycle over again with the refreshers and whatnot for another 4 years. So, if you are interested in looking at compensation of different companies, I highly suggest you go over to levels.fyi to look at all the breakdowns for each company. They have a big database of companies and their compensation that are shared anonymously in the platform. If I missed anything or you have something interesting to share, please comment down below. Otherwise, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe so I know that people enjoy this content, so I can cater to making more content like this. But otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.